We recently bought a car and we bought a Chinese brand. Welcome to our channel. I'm Pranay Jha, and in today's video I'll take you through the process of buying a second-hand car, what all brands are there in UAE, Dubai, and why we bought a Chinese brand. So a couple of months back, the wife got her license of Dubai, second attempt, and it was getting a little hard for her to go to office, finding cabs back from office. So we decided that we need a car. Now began the process of finding a car. We do insane amount of research on everything in our life, so we did it for this as well. And since the wife wasn't that confident initially, we decided that we wanted to go for a second-hand car. Now, we checked out a few brands here. There's Cars24, there is Kavak, and there's Dubizzle. All of them are very similar. I believe Kavak was the most professional in terms of had a big ass place. We could see the cars very well. The customer support was okayish because they had a lot of people. We went on a weekend and there were a lot of people that they had to take care of. Cars24 also very good. It's an Indian brand, so we trust it as well. All of these brands, the price that they have listed on their website, they charge on top of it. I think Cars24 charged 4K, Kavak also charged like 4K or something above the price. Now, we checked out a lot of cars. We wanted something in the range of 40,000-50,000 dirhams. For conversion, 3.67 dirhams makes $1, or if you're checking it out in rupees, 1 dirham is around 23 rupees right now. All right, so yeah, we checked out a lot of cars. We got a hell lot of confused as well, and we did lock in a few cars. In fact, the wife was driving this car brand called JAC, which is a Chinese brand, and she found the car to be very good. So we were looking for second-hand cars of the same brand. We had almost locked it down, but then we decided to go against a second-hand car. Now, why is that? Well, last year, Dubai had a major flood. So a lot of people called us that these brands, there might be cars that have flood damage. And even in their internal checks, it might be hard for them to gauge that there was damage due to flood. So we decided not to take that risk. Now we have decided to buy a new car, and our budget had increased obviously because you have a lot of EMI options. If you're buying a new car, you might as well get a good car, right? So our budget had become about 80,000 to 100,000 dirhams, 70,000 to 100,000 dirhams. So while buying the car, I checked out a lot of Indian brands because I'm from India. So I wanted to check out if there are any Indian brands here. Apparently, Indian car brands don't sell a lot of passenger vehicles here. They sell commercial vehicles like your trucks and all, but they don't sell a lot of passenger vehicles. You do have Suzuki, which is not exactly Maruti. You do have Suzuki, and there are options for okay. I personally really like the brand Kia. In fact, back in India, we had this car made by MG, which is another Chinese brand, British heritage. Beautiful interiors. But since we already had that car, wife did not want MG. So we went to Kia. We saw their Seltos. Now, Seltos top model, I think, was for around 100,000, the model that we liked. It had the panoramic sunroof, which I really like. And it had the entire shebang, like the cooled seats. It had good power as well. I think 140, 160 bhp. And it had everything, 100K, and the people there were very nice as well. Now, we didn't go for the top couple of brands in UAE. The top brand in UAE is still Toyota, followed by Nissan. We checked out a couple of Nissan cars. We didn't like the interior, so we didn't go ahead with that. Toyota, the car options were okayish. We didn't want to go for a Toyota, and we wanted to go for an SUV only. So then we thought, okay, let's check out some Chinese brands as well. So we went to JC first, and the equivalent of a Seltos was for 65K. The equivalent of a Sportage, which is one model above Seltos, which was for 135k there, was around 90k. That's 30-40% difference. I mean, and the tech, way more than Kia. At that moment, we had decided, okay, we are going to check out a lot of Chinese brands and let's see if we like something or not. The next showroom we went to was Geely. Now, Geely is pretty well known here. In fact, in UAE, you see a lot of them after BYD, another Chinese brand. And when we went there, oh my God, that car is like a robot. I mean, the car parks itself. The interiors were good. The power was one of the highest in that segment, and everything we got for about 90,000. Now, the negatives of that car, well, I personally don't like the entire black interiors, even if you have those neon lights and everything. And the interiors didn't feel as plush. And the car overall looked a little boyish. So we decided, okay, let's check out a couple of more brands. We went, by the way, Geely owns 70% of Volvo. So you do have some credibility when it comes to the car machinery itself. The next we went to was GAC. GAC had the exact same car in slightly different interiors and slightly different features as well, but more or less very similar. Similarly priced as well. We were getting some discount as well. We didn't see anyone in the showroom though, and that made us think that maybe not a lot of people are buying the car. Although GAC, I think, is one of the biggest exporters of cars from China. They had a couple of cool features above the Geely as well. When you were going over speed breakers, they had some suspension that was individual to each tires. It sounded cool anyway. The customer support was okayish. I mean, the guy gave us a car key and said, okay, take a test drive yourself. Didn't even come with us. So anyway, like we thought that maybe not a lot of people are buying GAC. So we moved to the next brand. This was Jetour. Now, Jetour has been doing very well in the past year or so. We've seen a lot of Jetour on the road. When we went there, it had the best customer service, it had the best showroom. Oh, and the cars were beautiful as well. The moment we saw this car, we were looking for X50. We got everything, similar power to all the other options that we have seen. Did not have as many features, but the price was crazy. The price was 75k. And we got a 157 bhp engine, and they had a lot of decent features. They had a very good camera, the HD camera. In fact, the cameras of all Chinese cars are better than the competition. Like the Jack car, the Geely, GAC, Jetour, all of them had way better camera than the Kia. So anyway, this car seemed plush, and after a lot of to and fro and thinking, we decided to go for Jetour. Now, Jetour was for 75k, Geely was for 90k, GAC was for 90k, Seltos was for 100k. We got a good amount of features. We got a very good deal on the finance as well. We got a 1% interest on the finance. So that sealed the deal with us. The only negative one was the lack of a few features, like they don't have cooled seats. They didn't have the automatic parking feature. Like the Geely could parallel park itself, but maybe it's like just a party trick. I don't know. We didn't have that, and we couldn't get a lot of color options. If we wanted the color that we want, we would have had to wait like a month or 2 months. So we got the white Jetour. So we did a 20% down payment. We had to pay for an insurance. The insurance was a little higher as compared to other people because the license is less than 1 year. We got the 100% insurance, 1% interest. And yeah, here are some pictures of the car as well. If you have any doubts about how to go about buying a car, if you want some feedback on the cars, as I said, we do an insane amount of research and everything. So if you have any questions, do drop us in the comments and do subscribe, macha. Okay. All right. Thank you. Ciao.